Phones are getting powerful day by day, with processors improving, cameras getting better and better, and softwares becoming more and more slicker. However, one important aspect called battery life often tends to get neglected. If you don't know me yet, my name is Sid, and I bring to you the top smartphones in various price points with best battery life in town. After all, how can a smartphone be smart if it's always on charge? By the way, we at 91 Mobiles are conducting our annual Phone of the Year Smartphone Awards for 2016, where you get to pick your favorite smartphone and make it the Phone of the Year. Now, when you vote for this smartphone, you also get a chance to win a lot of goodies. Everything you need to know about this is in the description below. Do participate in the contest, do vote for your smartphone, and do win a lot of goodies. So I'll start from top tier smartphones and then gradually go into the budget segment. Fair enough? Now if you want a powerful flagship with a good battery life, the Google Pixel XL does not disappoint at all. You get a 3450 mAh of cell on this phone, which is very well optimized to drive its pixel-rich 5.7-inch Quad HD display and still give you more than a day's battery life with absolute ease. And I don't even need to tell you about specs of this phone. It's got possibly the best-in-class display, one of the best cameras in the town right now, and the best optimized Android software on any phone right now from Google. Now if you're planning to buy an iPhone, well, they're not usually known for their endurance. However, the plus variants of the iPhone, may it be the iPhone 6s Plus or the iPhone 7 Plus, do give you some respectable amount of battery life that can easily last you throughout the day. However, one big issue I had with the iPhones is that they do not support fast charging, which means an iPhone 7 Plus takes around 3.5 hours to completely charge from zero to full. But what you can instead do for that is you can hook in an iPad's charger, which would get down the charging time to half on the 7 Plus variant. Apart from this, as a side note, I was really impressed by the battery life of the little master, the iPhone SE. Apart from outlasting the iPhone 6s and 7 in a battery test, this phone charges up very quickly with a normal adapter as well because it has a small battery to top up. At this point, I would like to make an honorary mention, and that is to the LG G5. Now, the battery life on LG G5 was not very good when I used it. It has a 2800 mAh of battery, which can barely last a day for you. However, the reason I would want to make this mention is because it comes with a removable battery, and that perhaps is the only flagship smartphone out there in 2016 that allows you to do that. So just for having a swappable battery around and the ease of use and the convenience, LG G5 gets a mention here. The next phone under 30,000 rupees that I would want you to check would be the Moto Z Play, which actually is also one of my favorite smartphones of 2016. It packs in a Snapdragon 625 processor, which is very power efficient, may it be whatever device it is on. But more importantly, the phone tops it up with a 3110 mAh of battery, which in my usage gave me 2 days of battery life straight with over 7 hours of screen on time on above average usage. But when we reach the 20,000 rupee mark, the choices begin to dwindle. You are forced to either pick a good smartphone or a smartphone with a good battery life. The right balance is difficult to find here. However, two smartphones in my experience give you optimal amounts of battery life in this budget. The two of them are the Lenovo ZUK Z2 Plus with its 3500 mAh of battery and the Xiaomi Mi5 with its 3000 mAh of cell. Starting with the ZUK Z2 Plus, it used to give me around over 4 hours of screen on time during my review period when I used 4G, Bluetooth, every other radio was always on. So if you use your phone a bit judiciously, you can even get 1.5 days of it with absolute ease. But more importantly, the Xiaomi Mi5, after the MIUI 8 update, the battery has improved so much that I believe it can even outlast the ZUK Z2 Plus. Now once we go below 15,000 rupees, it is all about Xiaomi here. There is the Xiaomi Mi Max with its gigantic 6.44 inch screen, but with its equally capable 4850 mAh of cell powering it. But if 6.44 inch is a bit too big for you, the Xiaomi Redmi Note 3 with its 5.5 inch realistic and practical screen size also has good battery life with its 4050 mAh of cell. So if battery life is a concern for you, under 15,000 rupees, the Xiaomi siblings do justice to their price tags. Now when we talk about good smartphones with good battery life under 10,000 rupees, there are two primary picks I have. I hate to bring another Xiaomi on this list, but how can you ignore the Xiaomi Redmi 3S with its 4100 mAh of battery, powering its 5-inch HD screen only? It's more than sufficient for it, and it's one of the best phones in terms of endurance you can find under 10,000 rupees. But the pricing of this phone starts at only 7,000 rupees. But if you do not like Xiaomi, or if you want a full HD display, the Lenovo K6 Power is also a great option in my opinion, with an equally good battery life on board. Lastly, if you do not like both these phones, a third alternative would be for you to check out the Moto E3 Power, which has stock Android on board as well. So those are some smartphones which we have reviewed in the past across various price points, which have good specifications and great battery life on board. If you haven't done this already, do hit the subscribe button to get more such content on your screens quickly. Also, if you are confused between any smartphone to buy, post your comment in the comment box below. I love to help you guys out. Lastly, do hit the like button and do share this video with your friends. Come around to see me in the next one. Ciao.